Hey, this is Liam from Halftone Digital. Today I'm going to be showing you my top 5 Figma plugins that I think are really awesome. It's these 5 right here: Minimap, Scale, HTML to Figma, Stark, and Better File Thumbnails, and then also just a couple of other notable plugins that I won't go over in the video, but you can search them for yourself and see why they're awesome. So the first one here that I want to show you is Minimap, and this one's just really cool because so you can go in and load the plugin, and then down here you'll get a mini map of like your view basically. So I can use this and click around. So if I've got like a huge file, actually you can also see if I zoom in here, the red box will get smaller. So it's basically just showing you my viewport. So if I'm kind of trying to look for something, and maybe let's say like I accidentally start, like my view starts like down here, I'm like, where am I? I can pull up Minimap and just kind of try to reposition myself here. So that one's cool. All right, so the next plugin that I want to show you is Scale. Scale is really awesome, especially for mockups that might sometimes not rescale. So if I take this and try to rescale it, you'll see it's not really working. What's really cool is what I can do here is I can go to Plugins, Scale, and then let's say I want the percent, so I can say 80%, and it'll scale it down. Or what I can do, now that I've ran the plugin, I can do Option Command P, that'll pull up the last plugin that I've used, and I can say I want to do 1200 pixels. Make sure I've got it selected. And there we go. And it's resized. So you'll see that the only little drawback here is that it takes it out of its component when you scale by pixels, but it's really helpful when you're trying to get a specific width or height, especially when you're using trying to make like dribble mockups like I am here. All right, so the third plugin is HTML to Figma. This is super helpful because if you need to reference another site, maybe you like the spacing on a site, or you really like, the typography or just general traits of a website, what you can do is, let's say right here, I'm building my portfolio and I really like another site and I want to see kind of how that is built. What I can do is go to plugins and then there it is. And so now I can grab my site, this one, I really like this one, and I can say, all right, I want to see it at 1440 because that's what all my artboards are currently at. And it doesn't always do it perfectly, but it's going to copy over the entire site and give it to me down here. And now I can kind of see, like, instead of going to a Google inspect and kind of messing around, I've got it all here, so I can see, all right, this is 85 pixels large. And I think if you have the font, sometimes it even pulls the font. So it looks like he's using Enter. If I actually load, so you can just go right in here and we can just see what the font is. So it's Enter. So yeah, it transferred over directly from HTML into Figma, just like the plugin is called. Now you can see, certain parts of it right here are not visible, so it's not perfect, but you can make little tweaks if you want. But yeah, you get the gist of it. You get the basic sizes, and if you're wondering, all right, I wonder what the border radius is. Everything transfers over, even the images. So it's a really cool plugin. Check it out. All right, so the next plugin is Stark. Some of you might already know about Stark. It's a pretty popular plugin, but I use it all the time, so I figured I would just show you why it's so helpful. It's great for accessibility. So what I can do here is I'm just going to make a 70 pixel text, and what I'm going to do is it's against this background layer. What I can do here is I'll just select both those layers, right click, go to plugins, and then go to Stark and check contrast. What that'll do is it'll tell me that black against green, that doesn't work. Oh no, your colors didn't pass. So obviously triple A or double A and triple A don't pass. And so if I switch this then to white, then, of course, it should work. So using Option Command P, I ran the plugin again, and you can see that it works perfect. And yeah, so that's Start. Pretty simple, but really helpful for accessibility. So lastly, we have this Better File Thumbnails plugin. I really love it just to keep my files organized within sort of this view. You can see that actually these here, they all have the plugin or these thumbnails were created using the plugin. So what I can do here, this one doesn't have a thumbnail right now. All I need to do is right click and then go to Better File Thumbnails. And then I can just do Quick Create or Open Thumbnail Builder. I'll do that one. And then what will happen is this will pop up. I can basically choose my background color if I want it to. So for Kel, they're green. I don't remember the exact green color, but basically that's what I would do. And then if I wanted to, I could enter a description. So I could say like early concepts and wires. And then I could do the project status too, if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. And then I just click build thumbnail. It'll create a page for the thumbnail right here. And then all we have to do is set as thumbnail. And you'll see that it has this little icon here. So now I've set that thumbnail. And when we go back here, you can see that it's changed. So those are my top 5 Figma plugins that I use the most. There's a lot of other really awesome ones out there. So I would definitely encourage you to check this out, and hopefully this is helpful for people that haven't heard of some of these plugins out there. All right, well, if you watch this all the way to the end, just I'd really appreciate a like, subscribe, and yeah, I guess we'll see you on the next one. All right, thanks guys. Peace.